Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan. The lights are on in the big house, and this crowd, clad in maize and blue, certain that they will hail the victors in the Wolverines' home opener tonight. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field for the first time today. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Guzman. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. They're trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. What a disappointment. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
The errant 45-yard field goal try sets them up with the football on their own 28. They'll run it from the gun. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He leaves it with his back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Floats it out in space. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Didn't have any better luck going back to him on 2nd down. Now they're staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm in pass rush. Everybody remembers their first sack.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll try the run. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on 1st down. A little release to the back. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They're getting this guy lathered up. On the move at the 30. My, oh my, 41 yards on the ground in the 1st quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Off play action on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Line getting set on 2nd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Coming after him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The field goal is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Trying to get to him. Buys a little time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers.
Touchdown, Wolverines! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They go to the draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Running back goes in motion. Pulls throws and fires complete to the right. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Starting to feel a little pressure. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Farmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Takes the easy one to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback made himself at home in the pocket until the defense finally raided his house. Down he goes. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He turns that loose down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
This is a 3rd and long. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. The give out of the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the Big House.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and the returner will be dragged down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Texas A&M going up tempo. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Catch is made at the 15. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David. And off he goes. Strikes the blow. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try.
He tries to take the top off. Makes a catch at the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. grabbed over the middle. It's Nix. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Baylor. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll run play action. He's got his man. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got great speed, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Back to pass, it's Singleton. They're bringing heat. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack.
That keeps the score. Michigan 19, Texas A&M 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Coming after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 40, there he goes. He now has 80 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Stumbled to the ground. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Good enough for a first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to get to him. Smashes through. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it go. Got his man. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Caught near the sticks. It's Daniels. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some out-breaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. They'll leave it with him. Snowed under by the defense. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. The snap sets up to throw. Getting some heat. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. The first down for the offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. A promising start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now they've got it first down at the 41. Looking for a crease to the left. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.